Hello, hello everyone, and welcome to another stream. My name is Yentra, and just decided to do a stream here Tuesday, unscheduled, impromptu. I got sort of the hankering to do some mining. Hey there, Yetiberg. Welcome to the stream. Space Bub, welcome. Yeah, today, Space Bub, we're actually going to be doing some Quantanium mining. Not Hadnite. Not Hadnite. We will still do the chill part. But no, we're going to actually do some proper mining today in my prospector on Lyria. So, looking forward to that. This is sort of I wouldn't say the first love that I have in the game because that was box missions. But I definitely got into mining for a while there. That was the big activity that I did. So I'm going to grab a couple of things. That is a gadget, which will help me break larger rocks if I need it. Because I'm going to just go out on my solo prospector. Now, I don't need all this heavy armor, and if I were new to mining, I would say, hey, don't wear heavy armor because you might blow up. But it's looted material for me, and I'm not a beginner, so not to brag. No, I'm not really bragging on that front because you can die a whole other ways. Yeah, I've just happened to be in this armor, so I will open this up as well if anyone is interested in doing some Quantanium mining tonight. You're more than welcome to join. I'm only going to be streaming, I believe, for a couple of hours, so it's not going to be a 5-hour session like it was yesterday, but I'm all ready to go, so we'll go until we feel like quitting. So with all that said, let's get the old prospector out. Now, I typically will check I'm giving some money away, so my balance is a little low. That's what actually kind of got me thinking maybe I should do some mining catch up. So I'm going to just double check that I have everything set up. Yep. Okay, so I like to use these two slots for Brant. Hey, Squirrel Lord, welcome to the stream. We're going to be doing some Quantanium mining tonight. Quantanium. That's right, the big boy, putting on my big boy pants, and I'm gonna go do some mining. And then I use this focus module, which is really just kind of helps out with some of the instability, and it helps slightly with breaking the larger rocks. You're gonna still see that I'm limited because I'm gonna be in a single prospector. Now, I do have a mole, but I don't like to solo the mole. Ooh, hey, Squirrel Lord. Yeah, if you want to join, I'm just about ready to pull out the prospector. If you have I have a mole as well. So what I would recommend is that we all jump into one mole, as opposed to, unless you have a prospector, in which case I would say let's do 2 prospectors. But if you want to bring out the old mole, let me let's get that going, because I think that'll be more entertaining. And again, anyone else who wants to join in. Now, I have a fully loaded mole too, Squirrel, and I'm not sure if you're on my server or not. Let's see what I have in here. Awesome. Yeah, we'll just give it a wait then. Let's see here. Yeah, so what I have for my setup is on got 2 Brants, a focus. Actually, a Brant and a focus empty. So yeah, it looks like I've got a helix in the center, but most of these modules I've pulled away to use, and probably put them in probably put them in my prospector when I needed them in a pinch. So, yeah, I think this would be fun to go out, do some proper mining. So we'll set up a party here as soon as you get logged in. Oh, great. You got an official org. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely join. I do too as well. It is just a small but growing org, but I'm pretty proud of what we've done so far. We do quite a bit of... we do giveaways and things of that nature, so yeah, it's... the ultimate mining duo here. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. Well, Squirrel, I don't think we've been mining before. I think I saw you. Maybe it was you were taking Space Bub out, maybe in your mole at one point. But yeah, this is one of the things that I do as a guide on Spectrum or on the CIG site. You can be the official. I'm an official guide or volunteer. Also listening to the show Babylon 5. Yeah, I mean, I think as long as we can communicate in real time, that might be helpful. But by all means, we can chat or, whatever works for you, Squirrel. I'm at Arc L1, and we'll like to mine today on Lyria, so if you want to meet me here, and then if you want to get here well, yeah, I was gonna say if you've got your mole all ready to go, let's just do that and keep things simple. But if you want to get here fast, I do have a mole, and I could literally get it all ready to go, but the Gremlin Squadron. Yeah, I like that. It's a great name. Mine is called the Know Nothings, by the way, and I don't know if you're familiar, but it is actually a reference to an old political party that used to exist in America. The Know Nothings is kind of an alias. It used to be called the American Party, which was a group, originally was a secret society, and then it became a political party. And the reason why they call it the Know Nothings is because if you were a member and anyone asked you anything about your political stance, you were supposed to say, "I know nothing." And that was the only response allowed. And yeah, so I remember that as a kid and learning American history, and I stuck in my mind that I thought it was kind of funny that there was a political party called the Know Nothings. Not to get too far into politics, but I think some of the political people we have leading our country might qualify for being in the Know Nothings political party. And that's as political as I'm going to get. So yeah, if you want to jump into the stream channel, I believe I've got you set up to join me there. Oh, yeah, you're in a different channel. Okay. Yeah, we can go to mining. I'll meet you there.
Hello?
Hey, just messing with your volume here. There we are. Great. Now I think we can all hear you. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine.
So you had a little insomnia stream last night, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, most certainly.
I wish I was in a room where I could do that. I'm kind of until my girlfriend goes to bed. I'm kind of in the apartment, and she can hear me. So she's very, very, very patient. Usually, I try to stream when she's out doing things, and that's what happened tonight. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Now, you're at Arkel 1, right?
That's correct. Yeah, I'll be here, and plan is to go to Lyria. I don't want to mine in the belt. I'd prefer to go to Lyria.
All right. I'm taking off from Hurston.
Okay, sounds good.
It's going to take me about 5-10 minutes just to take off.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so while we're waiting, I might just pop in here. I don't think we're going to need... I don't think we're going to need modules if we're going to be in the... Or gadgets, rather, if we're going to be in the mole. So I'm going to leave that here in case something tragic does happen. And let me see what else. Probably don't need guns. Watch, we're going to need...
I always carry guns.
Yeah, I
Team America.
yeah, exactly. That movie. I'll get rid of one gun.
I'll grab a railgun.
Oh, yeah, you're really getting into some trouble. Yeah, I used to... Where are my rail guns? I think they might be on my 890. I got a missile launcher. Can always take that.
Well, I mean, you've gotten kind of used to seeing what I do. I usually like to see things blow up.
Yeah.
So I like to have the means to blow things up always on hand. All right, on the train to head to the starport.
Awesome. Sounds great. It's a good time to mention. I just want to say a big thank you, shout out to all the subscribers of the channel. I had a monthly goal to get to 30, but we are at 34 subscribers as of today. So I just want to thank those who just recently subscribed. Yeah, we're kind of ticking up there, and I really do appreciate it. So if you haven't liked and subscribed, maybe you're not watching this live, go ahead and please do that. It does really help me out. And if you hit the notification bell, you will be able to know when I go live. And I try to go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I've committed to going live around 4 p.m. Pacific time, so that's going to be a pretty standard time that I go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, I also do stream, today being Tuesday, but I don't schedule those. I kind of schedule those streams around my life. So if things are going on and I can't stream, you won't see me on those off days. But I do try to stream. So if, like tonight, had a couple of hours, so I figured I would pop on and do a stream. So hitting that notification bell will ensure that you can see when I go live on those off days. But I completely understand not wanting to hit that notification bell. I get a lot of notifications myself, but it is a great way for me to stay on top of all the streams I like to watch. And, Squirrel Lord being one of them, who happens to be on the channel right now, Space Bub, who's in chat with us. Check out Jack Axton. I watch Star streams a lot as well. And those are kind of the main streams that I follow, but for different reasons. So my theme really is just kind of variety. I'm trying to get more into some aspects of the game that I haven't really had a lot of experience with, but I'm really also favoring going back to the things that I love in the game, because you always want to return back to those things. And mining, for me, Quantanium mining, by the way, is just something I, for a long time, became extremely obsessed with. Spent a lot of time learning to mine from some really nice folks who taught me how to mine. I went on a bunch of mining trips, group mining with people, and then one day I bought the prospector, and that just was kind of the deep dive, and then I purchased the mole as well because I wanted to do a lot of group mining, and I also wanted to teach people how to mine, and the mole is a great teaching ship. If you aren't used to mining, I highly suggest popping into the Discord. Mine, or even the main Star Citizen Discord is a good place to go. There is the mining org, the big mining org that everyone belongs to. I kind of dropped off from the United Earth Mining Corporation. They have a very strict rule that you can't have your own Discord. That must be your primary org, and I can't. I kind of wanted to do my own thing, so I dropped off from there.
They were overly possessive.
Yeah, a lot of orgs are that way. Like, that's an option you may have noticed when you set up your org. You can say, I want this to be an exclusive org, which I think is kind of more for, the role playing when you have like military or, very serious orgs. They don't want you spying on them and just joining and spying. So I think that's kind of the intent. But for mining, it seems a little extreme in my opinion, because we're all miners. And actually, I'm going to start calling myself a rock hunter. I got to get that wired in my head. I'm not a miner, I'm a rock hunter. So, because the miner just sounds, I don't know, weird. But the idea there is go check out one of those Discord orgs and just pop in chat and look for someone who has a mole. I bet you, 10 to 1, they are happy, more than happy, to take out brand new players and teach them how to mine. I know I got a ton of experience. One of the very first people I ever played the game with took me into me and another person to do some mining in the belt, and we were just practicing, and it was a lot of fun. And then, of course, once I got my mole, that was really my return to kind of give back to all the people who helped me out. And I don't know how many people I've taught, but it's just been a great experience to teach people how to mine, because I think it is a very chill experience. Even Quantanium mining, like I was just mining just before I went live, and took the prospector out, and I was just kind of cruising around, and broke a rock, found a rock, broke a rock, returned it, and just moseyed on back to with a full load of Quantanium. So it was not a bad run either. So I'm really happy to go out mining. I just love the idea you can jump out and go mining anytime you want. And you don't have to wait for, a mission to spawn, or even for, other people. You can go out and mine by yourself if no one's willing to join or willing or able. And cases like tonight, somebody says, hey, I want to come along. Great. Awesome. We can make that work too.
Okay, setting course for Arc L1.
Awesome.
Good thing I put a military drive on, so I should be there fairly shortly.
Oh, that's great.
Even though I'm coming in a Mustang.
Okay.
I got the Christmas color from last year on it, so it's got that frost blue.
I just walked over a box and I lost 1% health.
Send me a party invite and I'll do a flyby of the main window so you can see the paint job on the Mustang.
That sounds great. I think I sent you one, but let me just send it again.
Yeah, send it again.
Invite sent. Yeah, I think yours might have been in menus.
Yeah, it sounds like your story is similar to mine. I just got on the global chat and said, hey, anybody need an extra operator for a mole? And somebody said, yeah. And so I showed up, but you know that I'm always heavily armed wherever I go. He thought I was going to gank him.
Yeah, yeah. I suppose you don't see.
But instead, he ended up teaching me the basics, and yeah, I don't normally do the mining. The only mining I usually do is rock mining, but I've spent enough time at Lyria to kind of get the basic idea.
Yeah.
And I can see the appeal of the activity, but I mean, you've watched how I play. It's my streams are not complete unless something explodes spectacularly.
Well, there's always a risk of explosion.
Oh yes, I learned about that too.
Yeah, I've really gotten into showing people how to mine as well. Or that's kind of the way it has to be. You have to sort of get into it. Yeah, Space
Uh,
Bub.
I am
Absolutely
past the halfway point. I should be there soon.
great. Yeah,
You can
join.
probably see my marker approaching.
Now,
So I'll,
do you have your mole
I'll
here, Squirrel, or do we need
yeah,
to?
I've got both of my mining ships just stationed there.
Okay, I was gonna say that's where most people.
Lyria is my favorite place to go to for prospector and mole mining.
Yeah,
I'm kind of a creature of habit as far as that goes, and that's just my favorite place to go.
cool. Yeah, I think
Do you
Space Bub.
have the third-party website that tells you what minerals are currently the most valuable at the moment?
I don't have that open. I mean, I'm just exclusively Quantanium mining. That's my.
Well, my suggestion is sometimes it takes a really long time to find Quantanium. Have a list of three or four other of the next most valuable minerals, and take if you see it, scoop it up.
Yeah,
I've
Bexlite
made a
is.
lot of money that way
Yeah,
in a
Bexlite's not
very
bad.
short amount of time.
Yeah, I suppose with
I
the
yeah,
mole
I
you
always,
can do that. Yep.
I always keep a list of the five most valuable minerals that you can mine at the time. So just in case I'm having a hard time finding Quantanium, I just check the list, and if there's enough of it in the rock, I'll scoop it up. And I've made a lot of money that way.
Yeah, that's good advice. It definitely is.
I mean, yeah, Quantanium is the grand prize. If you see that, take that first. But I would make a list of four or five other metals that are high value and just kind of keep that list handy.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Because time is money, and if you're spending a lot of time trying to find the Quantanium but you're not finding it, but you find the other valuable metals, well, you may as well scoop it up and make some money.
Looks like somebody learned out sort of the hard. I'm at Arc L1, and it looks like somebody kind of learned the hard way that you can't just drop. What is this? A cooler? Somehow there's a cooler. Yeah, that is that a cooler or is that a? It's a ship component sitting here on the floor.
All right, one more jump to make, and I should be just coming right into the station. I'll be there shortly.
Awesome.
I'll fly by the window so you can see the blue and ice paint job on the Mustang.
Yeah, get up on this. What is this thing?
Yep, I'll pull right up. Ooh, Space Bub is here. Nice.
Yeah, he's going to join us.
Are we going to break out my mole or yours?
Let's use yours because I don't have mine full. It's not set up. If yours is set up, let's just do that. Space Bub, let me move you.
I don't see the window. Are you in the hangar?
Nope, I'm by the window. Space, I moved you to the mining channel. There you are, Squirrel. I can see you. You just you have to go into the inner. Yeah, you're in the right ring, and you're just about pointed to me. If you turn to the left, your left. There you go. Yep. Right. If you stop right where you are right now and turn 90 degrees right, you're looking right at me. That's the window I'm in. I don't know if you can see me. It almost doesn't look like a window out there. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Space Bub, I don't know if you can hear us.
Good evening, fellers.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing all right. I figured I'd set the stream up and get my hands dirty.
Nice.
Well, I'm not streaming. I'm watching your stream so I can get some tips. But it's what a time
Well,
to
now you've got
fully
two
load out a mole and
Yeah.
go mining.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
Feel free to pick our brains.
Yeah, so I imagine rather than having you guys wait, I'll just meet you down on planet and you can set down and pick me up. I'll just bring a fast ship.
That sounds good.
Easy peasy.
Sounds good to me. Where are you right now?
Area 18.
Oh, you're not too far. Yeah, that'd be
No.
better for you to head to Lyria direct.
Make sure you get something you can EVA in.
Hmm.
And some reason my cruise control kicked in and I just boosted right into the wall.
Ooh. Are you dead?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Squirrel, do you have a prospector?
Yeah, I've got a mole and a prospector.
Space Bubble, do you want to bring your own prospector?
I do.
Okay. Let's just do prospectors then.
That would be easy.
Then we can head out, Squirrel, and start doing some scouting while you regroup.
So bring a prospector, not a mole?
Yeah, let's just all do... We'll do the 3 prospector breakup. And then that way we can all kind of scout.
There. Where are you in the station? Are you
I'm in the lobby.
all the way back at Hurston?
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. That's a long haul, dude.
All because the cruise control just kicked in. I didn't even press a button. It just kicked in.
What is the keybind for cruise control?
See.
See?
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, on the keyboard it's risky because it's right next to V as in Victor. And if you're trying to scan, which is V,
I use dual sticks.
yeah, I'm the only one that's not. So Spacebo, if you want to spawn your prospector, I'm all ready to go in mine. And
Gotcha.
I can just head on to Lyria.
I'll meet you there.
All right. And Squirrel, we'll wait for you. We'll do some scouting while we're waiting for you. And hopefully we'll have some stuff to scoop up by the time you get there.
Nice.
Did I hear somebody say the prospector fits in the 890 jump?
You heard that from me.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I've done it. Yeah, I've done it.
You know, I could bring something like that, but
Do it.
the
Do you
only
have your 890 jump out in Crusader?
the only problem is your 890 will despawn if you go too far away from it. So
Oh, yeah.
you can't really use it for scouting. But for like if you're setting up a home base and you want to go mining with some friends and you got somebody who's willing to hang out in the 890, it wouldn't be a bad setup. You could set your spawn point and do a little base of operations.
That would be awfully funny, too.
It'd be funny. It'd be hilarious if you showed up in an 890 and see the prospector pop out.
it wouldn't be the first time I showed up in an 890 for something completely frivolous. Alright, before I fully commit to it, I need to check the time because I do have to make sure I get to bed at a good time.
Yeah, you need some sleep.
It's already bedtime my time. Well, thanks for having me on for a little bit. I will just try to catch you another time.
Yeah, of
I
course.
know. Well, hey, Space Bub's about to get a massive information dump on his in his mind.
Yeah.
I think
Teach
he's,
him the ways. Teach
I,
him the ways.
like always, we're always farther along than we realize.
Can only hope.
This is going to be
All
fun.
right, gentlemen. Good luck and congratulations meeting your sub goal. Just one little step at a time.
Yeah.
Right.
And right now, while you have very few people subbed, this is a prime opportunity for you to fully experiment, find yourself and your personal style as a YouTuber. Make the mistakes. Don't worry about it. You get like a free pass.
Go
Yeah.
bananas.
So be bold.
Thank
I didn't
you.
have a mic for the first 10 episodes.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know if I told you guys, but my very first stream, I streamed for an hour and I didn't have the scene changed on OBS, so it was a black screen for an hour of me talking. I deleted that video. I deleted that video. So Squirrel, I'm taking your advice to heart because that literally is kind of, I laughed about it, and that's the attitude you have to have while you're starting up.
Right.
Also, while it's good to ask, hey guys, don't forget to like and sub. Right now, at this point in the game, don't sweat it so much. Just worry about putting in the work and let your work speak for itself.
He's been doing pretty good.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Squirrel, and very much.
Keep it up. You do have a positive vibe about you.
Oh, good.
That will go a long way to help you build.
That's awesome. I really appreciate you guys. I look up to both of you, and both inspiration for me to kind of keep chugging along. You know how
It's
it gets.
symbiotic. You're
Yeah.
part of the process, and you also inspire us too. Yes, I have more viewers than both of your channels put together. So what? You're
Gremlin
both
gang.
positive people. And I take that inspiration and I try to just pay it forward.
Yeah, well,
You're going.
And it will come back to you in time. Worry about finding yourself.
yeah, I
Don't
think,
invent something that you're not. Just be yourself and have fun. And if you do that, you'll give off the right vibes, and the people who are supposed to subscribe to your channel will find it.
I appreciate that. That's great
So,
advice.
You got this.
Squirrel Lord.
Both you, Bub, and Yentra.
I remember the first time you gave me a very similar speech to this. You were just giving me the old harumph, and the Star Citizen music was swelling in the background and everything.
Oh, the inspirational music at Orson?
Yeah, I almost cried the first time.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Give me like a pep talk. It was so beautiful. It's on stream, so like one day I'll go snag that and turn it into Squirrel Lord's inspirational supercut.
Well, thank you.
It'll be beautiful.
I'm about to come up on my 1-year anniversary of YouTubing. It will be around the 24th will be my year mark.
Nice, dude.
I originally did this because I was going through really terrible depression in my life, and I was going through a lot of really crappy stuff.
Oh man,
And
sorry
I
to hear
just
that.
wanted to do something positive.
Yeah. Well, I think that comes through too, Squirrel. I'm sure you're open to feedback, and the feedback I'd give you is just you are very, very positive as well, and so return that to you. You definitely come off as somebody who's trying to bring some positivity into the world. So I really appreciate that.
I know what it is to feel nothing but pain.
Yeah.
And I don't want other people to feel that way that I did.
Yeah. Well, doing good work. Keep it up, and you have some supporters, and I'm one of them for sure.
Likewise, Yentra. I'm really rooting for you.
Thanks.
I really am. I don't follow the same game loops you do regularly, but I love to branch out and try new things, and it's always fun to do that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm definitely.
That's the beauty of this game. There's more than one way to play it. There's no real wrong answer. It's just as long as you're having fun, that's the right answer.
Yeah.
And if you're having fun, the people watching and listening to you are also having fun.
Yeah, I think that's great advice, and I try to keep that to heart as I play. And the game tests you sometimes, and you have to kind of show how patient you can be with the game that's not finished. And sometimes I think when you're streaming, that's kind of hard to do live sometimes. But I'm
Oh
working
yeah,
on it, and
I've had to cut. I've had to cut a few of my live streams short because I knew I was starting to get pissed off. So I said, you know what? I want to leave on a good note, so I got to call it here.
yeah,
Don't be afraid to do that. People will respect you more in the long run for it.
yeah, I think that's good advice as well.
Well, gentlemen, I saw the clock. I have to go to bed now
All right, well, have a
because
good
I have
night.
to wake up at 4 a.m.
Ooh, have a good
evening,
night.
Sir
Well,
Squirrel.
thanks again for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, anytime.
Good night and bless you.
Uh,
And as I always say on my streams, happy gaming.
Thanks, Squirrel. So Space, I'm bouncing here. Just I went to Wheeler's. I think you jumped to me, and we'll give this a
You got
go.
it. I can't believe you made it first. I was just leaving Atmosphere. It took me forever.
Oh yeah. Well, I upgraded the quantum drive on this prospector, and that helps a little bit.
Nice.
So this is the opposite experience that we had when we went rock mining. We're going to spend a lot of time scouting, and good news is we can find basically anything, because between the two of us, we have enough power to break any rock.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, if I was just solo mining, I would have to keep it under 5K in mass. But, yeah, so I think I found two. Let me see. And really, clusters are important here, because if you find two or more, that's going to be Quantanium. You probably already know that.
Oh, I know nothing about Quantanium mining. It's
Oh.
horrifying. In fact, I've only done this type of mining 2 or 3 times by myself, and never did a good job. So,
Yeah, I think this is one of those things that there's been so much hype about Quantanium mining that it has kind of forced apprehension. You just, it's kind of a deep dive. You have to get into and know a lot of things. But, like we were saying earlier, if you can find people to help or just kind of get you set on your way, then before you know it, you'll just be able to kind of, just like anything else, you'll be able to do it on your own. And I have to say, today, I did a run, and I've never been more calm in this game than I just was earlier tonight when I did. It's something. There's something calming about, like, carrying a bomb on your ship. You're just kind of like, well, it forces calm or panic.
Yeah.
One or the
I
other
have a
is gonna.
feeling I might panic.
Nah, I mean that's kind of natural. That's totally normal.
Yeah.
But if you think about what you're doing with low flying, it's far more dangerous than what you're doing right now. And you've told yourself, oh, what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to die. There's no real
Yeah, that's a good
consequence,
point.
right? Like,
Just give her a shot. Huh?
yeah, you've got tons of deadly activities in this game. Quantanium is the tame one. Like, you get a timer, when things are going to go bad.
I'm gonna have to abandon my ship.
You have to abandon your ship.
No,
Oh.
that's like the vibe I get.
Oh.
It's like when I like jump out of my ship and watch it explode in the distance.
There is a key to eject Quantanium, and you know what? I've intentionally never learned that keybind because I thought a few times, maybe I would just do it because I'm nervous. So I intentionally never learned it. So it's like I'm all in. Not really finding, but it's still early in this search process. Meanwhile, you just have to kind of enjoy the view here.
Oh yeah. I want to start a prospector low flying club.
You know, a lot of people complain about the Prospector and the way it handles, but I
That's
feel
pretty
more
nice.
comfortable in this ship than I do in a fighter, for different reasons, because I just have more hours in the seat. But I was just thinking when I was mining just earlier tonight, I'm like whipping around the rock, finding the right angles, you know, getting really, really close to the rocks to position the laser. And all that's really good practice for maneuvering. And this ship does a pretty good job.
Okay, turning my scanning mode on.
Yeah, I'm just
I think that.
heading in a direction and pinging. I'm going west, by the way, but I'm going to start heading more west. Good thing about the Prospector too is, you know, I appreciate what Squirrel was saying about getting the other materials. When you're in the mole, I think it's like a totally different strategy, because you got to take this big ship out and it has all this cargo space, and it feels wasteful to head back to the refinery unless you have a full cargo load.
Right.
The
So
Prospector,
that's the thing with Quantanium is you've got to bust to like get a good uh, uh, haul of Quantanium in one shot
yeah,
because it immediately starts ticking.
yeah, it does, and that makes your choice to be okay. Is this Quantanium even worth filling up? And you really need a big cluster to fill up the mole. And you don't really see a lot of big clusters on Lyria anymore. When I first started mining, you'd find them like within 10 minutes, you'd find just a massive cluster of Quantanium. Now I find more, you know, singles or doubles. So yeah, when you're trying, so you kind of have to make that decision like, okay, I'm going to fill up with random stuff because I need to fill up the mole. And that's not always great if you're, you know, if you're just trying to make money on the mole. That is the approach you have to take. But as soon as you find that one Quantanium patch that would fill up the mole, you're like, oh great, now I can't mine that. So I'm really hoping that we can get some quantum markers. That would just change mining for so good. I can just find a patch of Quantanium and not have to worry about what's in my cargo hold right now, and I could come back.
Right.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. That would be pretty nice. They have too many little secrets in the game. They don't want you to put quantum markers on.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of you actually, yeah, you're probably exactly right. That's okay. I found 2, which means it's going to be Quantanium, so I'm going to go scan those.
Nice.
They are both bad. 2%ers.
Yeah, whoever said this mole was, or, what is this ship?
The prospector. Yeah.
Yeah, the prospector. Mole prospector.
Yeah.
I get it. But yeah, whoever said this wasn't. This is a nice ship. It's kind of responsive.
I think it's, yeah, it is. And VTOL is pretty powerful on this ship as well, if you ever need it, like if you're ever in high winds. You don't really so much need it here on Lyria, but yeah, check out the VTOL sometime.
Will do. I heard it was pretty much mandatory on a mole, right?
It is mandatory on a mole for sure. Yeah, that thing will fall out of the sky. It's definitely a brick, which I appreciate. You know, I like actually the ships that have those characteristics. It should fall out of the sky. Look at the thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's a little unrealistic that all these ships don't just drop like a rock, because they're heavy, heavy ships. Found 2 more. So let's see what those are. Oh, that may have been a double box. Let's see. Yeah, I think you're on the same rock zone.
There's Quantanium, 27% on this one.
Ooh, yeah. What's the mass?
Oh, yeah, I didn't check that.
Should be on the left.
2931. Pretty low mass, I
yeah,
think.
low mass. We can break it if you want.
And what about this one?
That's a 2%er.
Oof. I don't know what the optimal.
Well, I think it's good for you to do some practice. And so the run is, I think anything over 20%, you can say, yeah, that's money, you know, kind of in the vein of what Squirrel was saying, like you can grab and go. And then what's nice about it is with 2 people, you can take this rock, run back, and I can keep scouting and maybe find something for us to break. So we'll do the dual laser thing here, and the way it works is one of us will be in charge, and you can be the one in charge of the laser. And so now, unlike rock mining, you do have to get up and close to these things. So you see that sufficient?
Yeah, it's sufficient.
Yeah. So now you want to be you definitely want to be optimal for the first one.
Okay. So whoa,
yeah, it looks like you're
really close.
Looks like you're gonna fall in, but if you do like third person, you're not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the prospector has to be closer than the mole. So, you know, when you were mining the mole, you didn't have to do that. So I'm gonna keep my laser at 0, and you tell me what you want. So, as it's responding, you might say, give me 20%, and then I'm going to put it up to 20% and give you more power. But with this small rock, you won't need it. But if we're breaking a larger one, so I'm just going to keep it at 0, and then you get the benefits of my laser. That green zone is about twice as big because my laser is on it with 0%.
Alright, my power is at 35.
Yeah, that's pretty low for a first break, so this is a pretty small rock, but that's okay. I think this will be 100k, 150k or something to that effect. Hey, Krusty. Now, yeah, there's a delay in the break. Krusty says, I did my first quant delivery and wasn't all that much better than rock mining. Kind of prefer the regular mining with Prospector, as you can get to chill out a lot more. Krusty, I agree with that. I've always described rock mining, ROC mining, as mining, more activity of mining. But Quantanium mining is really more about flying around and then the occasional mining part, because you have more scouting. But
so this chunk is 100%.
Yeah,
Quantanium.
Is it purple?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that with the smaller rocks, sometimes they'll be right away ready to scoop. You kind of get the benefit of that. But let's see if there's any yeah, so there's one right here that we need to break. That's 88%.
Okay.
And
now how long do these last? Can we just take these individually?
No, I mean, if I stood here, yes, they'll stay here, but I think around 15 minutes they'll despawn.
Okay.
So you can't, and there's not enough here to fill both of us. So, in fact, it may not even fill you totally, but at least you'll get, something, and more importantly, you'll get some practice runs in, so that when you find the big score, you're more familiar with kind of the whole flow of it. So that purple one we can leave. And if it's orange, I'm just looking over here. I don't see a 100% Quantanium that isn't orange. This one is orange. Let's break that one.
Oh, that one. Yeah, it did turn orange. Okay.
Yeah. Now these are going to be trickier because it's a smaller rock, so in theory it has like a higher percentage of Quantanium and 100%.
Whoa.
Yeah. So be very careful of this puppy. Treat it with kid gloves.
Yeah, my laser's at 10%.
Yeah.
Still going up.
Yeah, Krusty too, rock mining, there's more activity, so sometimes if you're in a mood for just more activity, that's, and kind of the instant payout is nice too. So we can leave those purples kind of alone, obviously. There's one more, and also, by the way, if you see if you see a first break and it's purple, like odds are there's not going to be Quantanium in it. It just usually doesn't go that way.
Right.
So be suspicious and always double check to make sure it is orange or yellow outline before you hit it with the laser, because if you put power into a rock that's broken down to purple, and it has Quantanium in it, that Quantanium will blow up pretty quickly.
Oh no.
As soon as you put like 1% in, it'll insta burn, you know, and blow up on your face. So, but we're safe.
My
Hey, Drophammer. Yeah, so Drophammer says, so first you crack, then scoop, then refine, then profit. Yeah. Oh, then 30K.
I couldn't get my I couldn't
then
switch mining modes.
then 30K. So okay, guys.
We gotta kill the client too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a reboot here. Sit tight, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Someone's telling yo mama jokes in the global chat. So we'll see. We should be able to get the prospector right back, assuming I can get out of bed. I was going to say, Space, you might want to set your spawn point to Arc L1 in case something happens again. Yeah, so Drophammer, I was just answering your question. Yeah, the process is pretty straightforward. You just, with Quantanium or anything that you mine in a prospector or a mole, which are the only two ships that can break rocks, proper rocks, not gemstones, they require 2 breaks. And once you break everything down, you have to kind of select what material you want to harvest. And that's a choice, really part of the strategy, especially when you're in a prospector. You've got limited storage. the mole has 3 times the storage as a prospector, and very often with the spawn rate of the rocks that we get right now in this patch, it's kind of tough to fill up a mole. So you really have to be a little less picky when you're running a mole. But with the prospector, like the rock we were on just before the 30K, you know, that would probably have filled up Space Bub's prospector with like maybe 70%, 80% Quantanium. And the rest would be inert and other materials. And then once he comes back to the refinery here, then he gets to choose what he refines. And if we get something going here, we'll show that too. It's a pretty straightforward process, but there are a lot of little details that are a bit overwhelming if you don't have any explanation or understanding of what's happening. Particularly the refining process, which is in and of itself its own strategy. You have to decide how much money you want to spend and how quickly you want the materials and how much you're willing to give up for yield, because you do lose a little bit of the materials that you refine. There's a small percentage that you lose automatically, and depending on the refining process that you select, you can lose even more. But then you have to wait for your money to cash in, and then you have to take and haul the Quantanium and sell it. So it is not an instant payout, and you need to have a little bit of money to do this activity, especially if you're in a mole. Because if, like for example, if we were in a mole and Space Bub and I were mining, there's no way for me to give him half the profits. I have to just pay him. And so typically a mole captain will pay out the crew right away. And the captain usually takes a little bit of a bonus for the added risk that he or she has in the second stage, which is to haul all of the materials, the refined materials, and sell them off before the money's actually made. But usually by then it's a couple of days later, and you really have, you're not going to, the crew doesn't want to wait around to get paid. They get paid right away. That's typically how it goes. It's always up to the captain and the crew to kind of come up with their own sharing policy. Oh, you know what, Space? I could head out and actually start doing some scouting while you're on your way.
Yeah, I'll head up to Ark to set my spawn, so you feel free.
Yeah, I think that'd be smart. That way it'll speed things up if something else happens.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
And also you're live streaming, so I totally understand, like, the sitting around and waiting for people to show up aspect of a live stream is never fun.
Yeah, that's a big part of Star Citizen is hurry up and wait.
Yep. So yeah, that's usually why I don't mind, all splitting up into different ships.
Well, that's what makes the Prospector even more ideal. And it is my opinion, and I think it's a pretty popular opinion, that like 2 or 3 Prospectors are better than 1 mole for mining, for a lot of reasons. You have 3 scouts instead of 1. The ships are more maneuverable. You can divvy up who gets what by who, you can help somebody break a rock and whoever scoops gets it. So you could literally just kind of divvy up the profits without having to do that money exchange that I mentioned. And they can join, come and join as they please. You can be out there solo mining. And as people can arrive and help out, they can help break a rock and just go fly off and keep scouting. And so, yeah, there's a lot of versatility with the 2 or 3 prospector setup. And CGI has recognized that actually and said that they're going to start working on ways to make the mole more advantageous than a couple of prospectors. So I don't know what they mean by that, but that's kind of what I'm hearing.
Well, eventually, aren't we going to be able to man ships with AI?
Yeah, with the blades.
That way you could maybe able to man a mole.
Yeah, I wonder if you will be able to, if NPCs will be able to break a rock. And you'd have to have like some kind of variability there where like your crew is inexperienced to a certain degree, or
Yeah.
the likelihood that they may break the rock and blow it up.
They do like rolling for odds on this game, so
Yeah. But I could also see a NPC just piloting, because that's a much easier task. Just have somebody pilot your mole while you're in one of the mining lasers, and have them go scout while you're sitting there waiting to find something.
that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice catch.
Yeah, I'm looking for those now.
They show up.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm a small streamer, and I think I started getting them like almost right away, which really surprises me because it's public what the number of viewers you have, etc. That's public domain, so you could easily make a bot that wouldn't be so aggressive. But I suppose you're not wasting any humans' time, so.
I mean, what are the click-through rates on those though? It's got to be like 0.01% or something ridiculous.
Yeah,
I can't imagine it's even worth it. I mean,
well, it's like the law of average, right? It's like you're really not wasting a human's time, so
yeah.
What's there's really no issue. I might head to Humboldt Mines. We could mix it up a little. I found a single. Looks like a big rock. That's 5,800, which is pretty big. But it's only 2%.
Only 2%, dang.
Yeah, it seems like it's 2% or, 50%.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think some of the first low flying I ever did was Prospector, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
If you just happened to be mining at the time and didn't really think of it as low flying, but yeah, I used to just cruise through the mountains, and because that used to be a good spot for a short patch. You could find quite a bit in the mountains. Not so much anymore.
Oh, Yeti says Jack is streaming the new patch.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, go check that out, Yeti. No conflict necessary. We're just mining here.
Oh, is just the PTU patch?
Yeah, it went out today, and the Corsair is going to be in this patch.
Oh, oh wow.
It's supposed to be out this morning.
But the huh.
Yeah,
And this is just the IAE ships rotating.
Yeah, I think the game patch for this particular one is they mentioned that the Corsair will be in it, so that's what Jack was interested in checking out.
That's pretty nifty.
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't usually stream this late. So I want to find at least one patch of rocks before I check out another stream, but Space, if you do want to bail, I will completely understand.
Oh no, I'm in it for the long haul, dude. I'm with you. I tend to not be very prone to hype. I like letting things develop and get good before I consume them.
Yeah, I kind of don't mind waiting. You know, it's only a couple of days here before it kicks off, and it's kind of like, you know, I don't know if your family celebrates Christmas or not, but if, you know, you have these presents and you're waiting for these presents, and then it's like you wanna have the present right away when you're a kid.
Yeah.
But, you know, it spoils the whole fun if you can't wait.
Right. And ultimately, a lot of people lately have just been finding things to complain about.
That's true.
I love getting the whole completed product before I form an opinion.
Yeah.
But a lot of Star Citizen content is like that, where people seem to just form very rigid opinions on things.
Yeah, and it's not complete, and so it's kind of a double-edged sword, right? Like you really can't be too critical if you don't wait for the game to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, even leaks, you know, sometimes I'll be interested in leaks, but most of the time I'm not. You know, I can understand why, and I think the recent leak, CIG had a pretty good response, which was like, you know, this is people's work. These people have worked on this for years, and it kind of deflates their, you know, their work. They feel defeated because they wanted to present it in a, you know, they wanted it to be done, and they wanted to be polished, and they wanted to kind of present it and have that be a big splash, and some random employee takes a screenshot of a ship, and it gets put out there, and it's like, well, that sucks.
Ouch.
I mean, I can imagine. Can you imagine working on a ship for a year or 6 months or however long it takes? I think it's like a 6-month process. And then all of a sudden, it's just out on the internet, and I was like, oh, that sucks. I could see that. So I'm glad they mentioned that in their reply. They're like, this is who you're hurting. You're hurting the people who are building the game.
Right.
So just know, if you're cool with that, because you want to see a ship. And then I guess I got some of the details wrong on some of the ships. And they're like, yeah, now it really sucks because now your expectations are so high.
Right.
I found one mediocre rock, but I'm going to keep pressing on. Because looks like I'm finding Quantanium, which is good. That's
I'm going to head east-ish. That way we'll kind of slice the pie.
Yeah, I'm doing
Try
that.
to stay within, maybe 100 meters of you.
Yeah, it's easy
Then,
to jump if you find something good. It's a good strategy.
Wow, a lot of really big rocks here. I haven't found any quant.
Yeah, the scouting is the longest part here, for sure. Sometimes you get lucky, but might start heading a little bit towards the sun. Um, I'm gonna find another pair, but they're bad. Ooh, there we go. I just found a 5.
Oh, wow.
Let's see if there's any good rocks there. Uh, 6,800 mass. 3% Quantanium. 3,000, 2%. That's bad too. 3 more to check. Uh, 4%. That's bad too. There's a 3,013%. Let's see what this last rock looks like. Okay, so there are 2 decent rocks here. I think we could break these. It's a 2,500 mass. It's on the smaller side, but it has 25%. And between that one and the other one, which is just 3,000 at 13%. But that might be enough. Since we're not finding really much anything else, it'd be worth for us to break these. And then at least one of us is heading back. We can pick up. I think it's your turn to break or to scoop. Have you run Quantanium yet?
No.
Okay, yeah, we need to do that.
I think that the 30K was the server's way of telling us that's a bad idea.
Well, you know how to fly and you know how to land, so you know.
I got the basics.
You
right?
got the basics. I mean, you're in a much better spot than most people who don't know how to land their ship. You know, when you're learning, you get nervous.
my first landing on stream today, I blew a wing off the MSR. It was just like I was just coming down a little too fast and just it's pretty good. All right, headed for you.
Yeah, I think these are not perfect, but they should be fun to break. Yeah, this would be good practice. These smaller rocks, by the way, they can be like pretty tricky. Like I would even say maybe even more difficult than the larger ones. So if you have a really small rock with a very high percentage of Quantanium, it's really good practice. Not a lot of money, but it's good practice. So
all right.
I got my laser on the first one we should break. It's the 13%er. And again, I'm assuming you're not going to need power on this one, so I'll just keep it at 0 unless you tell me otherwise.
All right.
Yeah, you're really good at this. I think you've got the hang of it.
Sometimes.
I mean,
I
what
got a
else?
physical toggle for my power
Yeah.
supply though. It's on my
Yeah,
left hand.
I can tell you got really good control, fine-grained control that I don't have. I have to go up or down by like 3 to 5% in either direction, and it can be a bit of a pain. So we,
And
like I said before, we got this one small rock, so it actually did break purple, and it has some Quantanium in it.
is this wait, this one's yellow though, isn't it?
Yeah, and that has nothing in it, so we won't break
Oh,
it.
okay. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's another sign when you're trying to scoop. It's like, if you're really careful and make sure you don't break down the rocks that you don't want to scoop, then you don't have to scan everything. You can just see that it's yellow.
All right, so should I scoop now, or you want to
No,
break this other one too?
yeah, we're going to break the other one, and we're going to break this one down some more, because there's some
Okay,
Quantanium.
cool.
Like, we got 3 breaks at least on this
Okay.
rock left.
Oh, I see. All
Yeah.
right.
So, so you can pick the rock that you want. That one
Wait.
does not have Quantanium in it.
Yeah, hang on.
Maybe this one right here.
Yeah, I see that. There
Now,
we go.
yeah, there you go. You're on the same one. So now, if it's bubbling too much for you, let me know, and I can put a Brant module. It'll stabilize it, but it'll take you longer to break when you're in the green zone.
Okay.
So when we get
I'm at like 10%'s gonna do it, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna go down to like 6 and just be nice and slow on it.
Yep, good strategy.
All right, there we go. In the green, bringing it down to about 5. Four. Three. Nope, 4 was right.
Yeah, and you can see this one's pretty stable. It's not jumping up and down, so you're good. Yeah, I mean there was a jump right
Yes.
there, but
Yeah, there it goes. All right. My power's all the way down. It should break. Oh crap!
yeah, pull your laser
Whoa,
off.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Pull your
whoa,
laser,
whoa, whoa.
yeah, pull your laser off. We're just gonna let it cool down a little bit. Doesn't look like it's gonna break.
I was in full panic mode there.
Yeah, I think actually that one might break, so let's back off.
I've never seen Quantanium explode. I'm so horrified.
Doesn't look like it's...
gonna blow.
Yeah, I think it's gonna blow because it is in a delay. Yeah,
Yeah, there it is.
so that wasn't too bad.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. It's totally fine. But now take a look. You'll see there's one shard there with 100%. So when you overcharge, I mean, what the worst that happens is you blow up, right? Because you're too close.
Right.
But if you back away, you're totally fine. You will lose some Quantanium. So we did lose a little bit of the Quantanium in the remaining shards, but that's okay. We have some more to break anyway.
Right.
We got that other rock too. So, like, here's one with 24% Quantanium that I'm on right
Weird.
now.
That's purple.
Oh, you're right. Totally right. Good, good, good catch. Just about blew us up for real. So that one's junk. That one has 29%.
Okay.
Quantanium. And when you're doing the second break, by the way, you don't really need to be in optimal range. You can be in sufficient range because that just gets you the good power. And you probably know this, but the higher you're in the green, the more energy you're giving off. So shoot for the middle.
Okay.
And if it's bubbling a lot, then you kind of hang out towards the lower end of the green zone. But if it's not bubbling around, then you kind of want to juice it a little bit. Because you'll drop out of the green. And when you drop out of the green, you need to really put more energy in to get back
crank
in.
It back up.
Yeah, because once it gets in the green, the properties change and it becomes more volatile. Okay, so we got that one kind of broken down, I think, enough. This one right next to it has 25% Quantanium, so it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge. But it has, yeah, because it's a smaller mass as well than the one we broke just now. So this one's going to be fun.
Okay. Which one is that?
It's this one right here. I've got my laser on it.
I see. All right.
I'm like practically vertical here. I'm going to get a little bit more of an attack angle. And that's in case we need to back away. It's good to kind of have like that sharp attack angle.
Right.
So you don't run into anything. So I'm at 0 and go ahead and power up and take her away.
I forgot this was a first break. I was wondering why 10% wasn't cutting it.
Ah. You see those like veins that are popping up and kind of glowing?
Yeah.
Just so you know, if you're trying to break a large rock, you want to aim for those because those are the weak points of the rock.
See.
But right now we don't need to worry about that. But
I've noticed that while I move my reticle around sometimes while I'm mining, and it'll change based on, I guess, distance and whether you're hitting any critical points on the rock.
yeah, you can see that they broke away right where those lines were.
Nice.
So those are kind of, in theory. And again, with these smaller ones, we did end up getting a purple. Let's see if there's anything good in that. Yeah, there's some Quantanium there in that purple. And there's another purple, which is nothing. It's bad. There's another purple. Has 30% Quantanium. So we didn't get a good break on that one. It'd be nice if we had gotten 100% shard. But over on my side, there's a 40%er here. It's really kind of difficult. I'll move over so you have some room, but it's this one right here. And I'll scoot over and you can hang on my left side. And we can crack that one. Some of it's in the ground, but you are on it.
All right. Rolling up. I'm so scared.
You got this.
Uh, nice.
Nice. Yeah, good break. Very good break. Yeah, you'll find like the rock kind of fights you at the end. Like if it's going to bubble up into the red, it'll be right just before it breaks, like just in the last quarter. It sort of just bubbles, and then that's usually the only surprise you'll get. Okay, so that next orange is bad. Just looking for anything else that we need to break down. I think we may have... Let's see this other side. Yeah, there's another one on the other side that I'm on, which I'm going to have to get over here to kind of see what it's all about. But I can hit it from here. It's right there. See the glowing spot. Yeah, you're on it. And just like low flying, sometimes you have to ignore that collision alert just to, you know, get comfortable with
Right.
that.
Well, I'm glad you've taken me out to do this, because I was really... I thought you had like 15 minutes from the time you cracked the first rock. I really didn't understand the whole process, so
Yeah, it's scooping. It's
Good.
scooping, yeah.
good to get my hands dirty.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
All right.
Yeah, nice break. Sometimes breaking the bottom ones will help clear the field a little bit, but I think we're going to be good. I'm just checking here. Now, what we can do, since we got 2 prospectors, which is really handy, is we can start scooping. You can start scooping, and then if we see more rocks that need to be broken, I will break them down while you scoop.
Okay.
And your timer will start going when you first scoop, but as you scoop more Quantanium, it will actually add a little bit more time. So as long as you're scooping, you'll get the full 13, 14 minutes of time to fly back, which is more than enough time. So I'm just going to look for some purples. And actually what we could do is go back to the other one Because I thought I saw 100 there. Yeah, there's one shooting my laser kind of right at the tip of it. That's 100. That's one you're going to want to scoop first. And then just, yeah, take it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just,
that's 100.
Yep.
I'm on it. Okay.
And there's some bad ones over
Um,
here too. So you hit the, switch to the extraction mode, which on the mouse is the right mouse button.
All right. Wish me luck.
Yep, you got this. And then I'll just walk you through it. Don't look back.
Don't look down.
Yeah. And with the scooping laser, you can hit anything and it's fine. So don't worry about.
Here's one with 24% quant.
Yeah, I think that's the next one you want.
Okay.
And then we're going to move, we might move you over to the other rock. Yeah, there's another 100 over here. And I'm just going to shoot my, it's actually the furthest one away from you, ahead of you.
Okay.
It's like right here. So grab that 100 and then we're going to move to the other pile, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right there.
See it? Oh, these lights are really bright. All right.
Yeah, they are. You can be kind of far away.
Okay. Now,
Yeah, now just start grabbing because you got plenty of time, but just to look for high numbers if you can. And what's nice about the prospector is the Quantanium will show up in red, so you can really quickly spot it. If you see red over there, you know there's Quantanium. There's a 40%, almost 50%er right over here. Yeah, so I just start scooping. It's right there.
I can't. Oh. Shoot it again. I can't.
There you go.
Can't see. Like. It's like under the ground?
You might want to come over to my side because I'm seeing it. It's not
Okay.
under the ground. So just hang out to the other side, yeah. There you go. And then I'll just systematically start going through those rocks.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, because now it's just fill up with whatever you can get. Still good on time.
We're approximately 50% full.
Does that help or hurt? That light?
It helps. I can see between the rocks now.
I'll kind of back up so it's not so bright.
I just. I cannot see.
Okay. I'm going to kill the lights. And you're in extraction mode, right?
There's the one. I found the
Yeah.
100% one on the bottom.
There you go.
Yeah, sorry.
And then after that, you don't have to be picky. If you see Quantanium, just grab it. Because there's not a lot of rocks here. And you don't have to be
Okay.
that picky. There's not a lot of Quantanium here for us to scoop. So the strategy is just fill up.
Okay. I think that's all. I don't know if there were any more with Quant, were there?
In that other one, I think we saw some, but let me just double check. If you want to head over to the other pile. Yeah, there's one right here. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a 30% one. It is. Let me just see where you are. Yeah, it's the one in the second pile on your left, and it's the closest to me. It's on the far. It's 30.75.
Okay.
And it's,
Second pile on my left, closest to you.
yeah, this is the laser. I'm off the laser, so I'm gonna make it bright.
Oh. Okay.
I'm off that rock, so it's that one right ahead of my laser.
Okay. I see it. Got it.
And then let's see here. The other one is junk. Let's check these. We don't want you to miss any. Yeah, I think that pile over there is... Oh, no, there's one more. That's 69%. You're definitely going to want that. It is... Let me see if I can find it. It's in this cluster over here.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get
Oh,
to-
whoa.
I'll see if I can get a good shot of it. It's kind of over here. Like on this corner.
Okay.
Just move your mouse around, or move your,
There's 100% quant.
Oh,
Okay.
good. Yeah, the one I was looking at was not 100, so you're on a better one than I was looking at. Oh wait, is that an orange? No, it's not. Okay. There you go. And
All
just
right.
look for one more purple over there, because there is definitely one more that's...
Yeah, this rock broke kind of funny. I'm used to
Yeah.
them exploding. It's
It can. Sometimes people will overcharge one of the inert and get it to blow everything up.
that makes sense.
And then it clears
good
this.
idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea. We should have done that. Yeah, there's one.
Should I be going? I'm
No.
panicking.
You're good. You're good.
All right.
Yeah, just one more scoop and then you can go if you want. It's right here. Yeah, do you see
I
it?
see it now.
Yeah. So you've got at least 10 minutes on your timer for sure. Still. I think this other one is good. No, there's actually another.
Yeah, this one's like 96%. But it's like underground.
Yeah, if you can see the solid line, sometimes you can get an angle. There's 100% over here too. There's a couple of good ones to scoop up over here too. But just focus on that one. Get as best you can, and then I would say head over here.
Okay, yeah, that's... Can't get in there to mine it.
Yeah, that's fine. Leave it. Now over here,
Okay.
if you go like to your left and you're looking at the pile, there's one that's the furthest away. I'll kind of shoot my laser when you're ready to move.
Hang on.
You doing okay?
Yeah, it's just underground, which is so weird. Like,
Yeah, it could be. There's a hot spot. There's always something sticking up, but I would leave it unless you feel like you can
Okay.
scoop it, because there's another 100 over here, and then I would say
Okay.
at that point you can see what your cargo is, and you can just start scooping anything that's purple if you wanted. But since you're just looking for Quantanium, nothing else here is going to be really valuable. But you
alright,
see
this
that?
guy.
It's the farthest one away from you. Or, yeah, you got it.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, and by the way, when you like I said, when you're scooping up more Quantanium, it is stabilizing. It'll add more time for you. So
Okay.
there's one that's 0.19. I don't
I
think
see
you,
that.
and that's inert. Don't even scoop that.
Okay.
And I think you're good, unless you want to go back and try and get that other one. But I would take off if you're feeling it.
I'm feeling brave enough to get this one.
Yeah. Okay, let me see if I can find a good angle.
I got part of it. Oh, whoa. I got one. There was a couple down there that were like
Oh, yeah.
80, 90%.
Yeah, there's one here
One
that's
that was
69%.
90.
Yeah.
90 was still there.
Yeah, I would take some time to scoop those.
There we go. It's like sticking out of the ground.
Yeah, I think you're in the best angle for that.
All right.
See one more, the one you're scooping. I think that's
it.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it.
All right.
All right,
And
man.
this one. Ooh. All right. I'm out of here.
Okay.
I'm at 90% full too.
Nice. Yeah, that'll be a good run. That's gonna be like
15 SCU Quantanium. So I just head to Arc L1 and
yep. Head to Arc L1, and then all you need to do is land and store your ship. And I'm going to tell you, you're probably going to hear a warning, and that alarm is going to be alarming. But you have like 5. I think I've heard different numbers for this, but like it's 5 to 7 minutes when that first yellow alarm pops on, and that's more than enough time for you to land your ship, go down to the terminal, and come back even if you need to. So
Okay.
don't worry about that first alarm.
just make sure I store my ship.
Yep, just store your ship, and if you get to the ASOP and you can't store it, you still will have time to run back up and re-land. It sounds like you're under the gun, but you've got plenty of time to get there.
Is there an actual timer somewhere?
No, you see that little box on the right side, lower? It's protruding from the other HUD on the top. It says
Yes.
volatile cargo, and that's your alarm when you're quantum
Okay.
jumping. So to answer your question, yes, there's a timer, but you can't see it right now. It's kind of annoying. You have to be in mining mode to see it, but you can't be in mining mode while you're quantum jumping, and you can't be in mining mode, while you're traveling. I guess just when you're quantum jumping. So you
Okay.
won't be able to see the timer. So that light will go off, and you'll hear a blaring.
Oh, there she goes.
Yeah, you still have plenty of time. So don't worry. That's your first alarm, and then it'll start to, and you can just turn the audio off you're already almost at Arc L1, so you've got plenty of time.
Yeah. Oh.
Usually it goes off. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, it's usually gonna go off. But if you catch, and we took some time making sure you scooped everything up.
Yeah.
Normally you just kind of, and we got a bad break, and so this is a challenging one, challenging run. So I think the fact that you're almost at Arc L1 and your first alarm's going off, that's great.
Right.
I'm gonna shut
Good
up
start.
and let you just do what you do. Just do the landing you've done 1,000 times, and store your ship.
I got this.
You got this. Yeah. Yeah, if it helps to turn off. When it turns red, you have like 2.5 minutes,
Oof.
which is still a lot of time.
I wish I could travel directly to Arc L1 Wide Forest. That second jump.
Yeah.
It's scary.
It's scary when your quantum makes you respool too.
Yeah.
But did you upgrade your quantum drive in this thing?
No.
Oh, yeah, that would be another thing to do. That'll help with your spool times and everything.
Contacting ATC. God, do you ever get scanned when you're running quantum? That would,
Yeah, I think it happened to me one time.
God.
Yeah, it is not. Is that happening to you right now, or no? You're just thinking
No, no, every time I see a guard and think of Star Citizen, it reminds me of inopportune timing.
Yeah, it's terrifying when that happens.
Okay, engines off.
Yep.
Jumping out. The light was still yellow.
That's
That's
good.
a good sign.
Yep. You got plenty of time.
This is, yeah, no panic.
Yeah, see, you just need to do it, right? It's just like everything else.
Yeah.
Get comfortable with the risk.
The thing is, when people first explain it to you, they're like, you can explode. and like you can, but it sounds so epic.
Yeah.
Like it's a really spooky vibe, but this is, I get it. I think
Yeah.
I can get this.
I mean, just so you know, that was like an above average amount of time for scooping.
Yeah.
So you can imagine as you start to like, and that wasn't your fault. That was just the way the rock broke, and it was dark.
Yeah.
You know, we were in the
I
dark.
actually, once you said you can crack them, overcharge them, I thought about doing that, but it was too late. I had already started scooping. Or I think it was. I don't know. Okay, heading to refinery.
Yep.
Ship is stored.
Awesome. So now the timer's off. You can take your time. And when you get to the refinery, let me know.
All right, heading to service. And it's upstairs to sell.
Yeah, upstairs and go straight ahead to the 2 terminals
Okay.
directly in front of where you go. There's 4 terminals total, but you want to go to the ones where the refinery jobs are, the work orders. And then on your left, you're going to see a place where you can select your prospector.
Okay. I got 2,141 CSCU refinable.
Yep. And then you're going to select, you have 2, I'll recommend 2 options. You'll see that you can choose the refinery method. And there are 2 that I would recommend.
Okay.
Both of them will give you the same amount of yield because you're going to lose some material. And both of them will give you the exact same number. And one of them, so the choice you have to make is, do you want to get paid faster but get paid but it costs more, or do you want to just wait for the refinery and save a bit of money, like half the cost? I usually do Dynanex solvanation.
Okay.
And that's the one that costs the least, but it takes the most amount of time.
Okay.
But if you want your money faster, then you can use the Ferron exchange. It will give you the same yield, but it's going to cost you twice as much, and it'll take far less time. You'll get a...
And should I refine the... I should refine the quartz and barrel as well, right?
You can if you want. Those are pennies on the dollar. So, I mean, I usually don't, because if you...
It's going to cost too money.
Well, it's going to cost you money because you're going to have... That's eating up cargo space, right?
Okay.
So if you have a ship that doesn't have a lot of cargo in it, like if you're running a C2, don't worry about it. But if you have, like, you're going to do this in your MSR, you know, you will run out of cargo space. So you want that to be all high profit items. So I would just toggle the Quantanium, and then you click the get a quote, and it'll show you what your yield is.
There's this guy just whispering in my ear.
Yeah. I had a guy look at my terminal one time when I was doing doing a run. He's like, those are rookie numbers. He's looking at my work orders.
He's really excited for me. I'm just gonna run off. He's like trying to hold my hand or something.
So did you confirm the quote? Did you get the quote?
Yeah, it was gonna be 3,000 AUAC,
Okay.
and the total yield was. That guy was kind of creeping me out. He was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish you could have heard it. It was kind of funny. I think it was 1,400 yield, 1,441. I'll have to check again. There's guys at the terminal now.
Yeah. So that's like 125,000.
Wow,
Which is
that's
kind
crazy.
of on the small side. If we're being honest, like that was not the best set of rocks, but it was okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think you could enjoy just the low flying, and then there's a rock I can break. Like you wouldn't. You could actually enjoy the scouting part, which is the long part.
Yeah. This has been awesome. That guy was standing at the terminal just complimenting everybody's hull.
Really? He's
Yeah.
putting some positive vibes out.
I guess so. It's just so funny.
Ooh, so
He was in a suit too. He was like in a suit and tie,
so
slacks.
if you're up for another run, I found our next rock,
Awesome.
and it will require 2. It's a 6,400 mass with 30% Quantanium. So this is a good rock.
It's a chonker. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I'll grab the prospector. Head that way.
Now, a common thing I do, well, not common, but it has happened to me, is I will accidentally not confirm my work order, and I'll go back into the prospector and the alarm will be blaring. So just kind of know that sometimes that happens. If you forget, because the work order requires you double click it. It's like confirm, and then you confirm it. So it's easy to forget that second click. So
Okay. Well, if I get in the prospector and the alarm is blaring,
but
I
that's
will let you know.
yeah,
I-
you should be
I
fine.
think I saw it. All good to go, but
Yeah, you're probably good.
I don't know.
And I'm just gonna land by this rock and turn off my engines to save some fuel. Yeah, one of the reasons why people like this run is actually because it is one of the closer refineries to where you mine in anywhere, and Lyria is just hands down the best place for Quantanium.
All right, engines on, no alarm.
You're all good to take off then. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
actually done a run, thought I put my work order in, stored it, like logged off for the night. And
Oh,
then,
no.
imagine like coming into a gaming session and you're like, oh, I'm going to do some mining. And then you get in your prospector and it's just blaring. I'm like, oh no, I forgot to do that work order.
Big spooky.
So congratulations, you just did your first Quantanium run. It wasn't that bad.
No, not bad at all. I feel like I could have panicked a little more. Could have been worse.
Yeah, I have to imagine I was panicking. I mean, I know I was. Remember the elevators used to be really slow?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is. I was watching these tutorial videos and like one of them was like, get to the elevator and take the slowest elevator in the world, like you just don't realize how slow that elevator is until you're waiting to get down to the refinery or to the ASOP.
Okay, headed back to Lyria.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm sitting on this is a good rock. And it's daylight here, so it'll be good.
Now we need a ship with a grav gun, like attachment on the nose, so we can organize and move the rocks. And I mean, it's probably a lot to ask for. It seems ridiculous.
I think the mole is supposed to have some kind of a tractor beam on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would love that.
Hey, Drophammer says, nice work, guys. Space Pub, you're now Yentra certified.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's official. I gotta get my certificate. I'll put it right up next to my, what is it, concierge certificate.
Exactly. Yeah, I should give you a little, we'll have to 3D print a little, little award.
I'll come up with them if you let me know.
Mordred says, 3 eyes.
There is a bub. And a Yentra.
Yeah, we're just doing some Quantanium mining, Mordred, if you just joined. And Space Pub just did his first run. So yeah, this is going to be another good rock. This rock actually, by the way, I couldn't break on my own. So this is really going to be a true team effort to get this rock to break.
And it's light out. It's...
Yeah, I feel bad that it was so dark because when you're hunting to scoop things, that's the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when I thought the panic would set in the most, but I actually that wasn't so bad. You know, you were no, I didn't blow up.
No, Mordred, he made it. The alarm was going off, but he had plenty of time. So
yeah, everybody needs intro to walk them through mining quant for the first time, because the old Bob Ross vibes really do it.
Staying calm, yep. It really does help, right? Like,
you got this. No, I didn't blow up Tread. Yet. I didn't blow up yet.
Yeah, I think the first thing I would do is get your quantum drive upgraded.
Right.
And then you'll even have even more time. And you'll see a huge difference between that run that you just did and the next ones. Just kind of gives you a little bit more breathing room. But you're in the stock prospector, so if you can do this and that, any of the upgrades will be good. Mordred just wants you to blow up. He's just focusing on the blow up.
Oh. Ranger, I'll crash into the side of the station just for you.
Yeah, I've done that.
All right. 10K out. 11K out. I turn my throttle down too when I get down there. I was my prospector on full throttle, just bonking the ground, and oh, I can shoot again. All right.
Yeah, I can hear you coming in. Yeah, if only lasers could. And by the way, a tank cannot blow up one of these rocks.
Wait, it cannot?
It cannot. I tried.
Oh, wow. This is worth a shot, though.
Yeah, I mean, if anything could blow it up, you'd think that would be it. So this one, we finally get to work as a team because the other one, these other rocks that we broke, you could have done on your own.
Okay.
So this one, you can take the lead, and
All right.
this time you're gonna need probably 100%, and you're definitely gonna want to be in optimal. I'm gonna stay at 0, and when you get up to 100%, just tell me how much you need. Usually I'll start off with like, I'm gonna give you 20%. See, it's just barely doing anything. So
Okay.
you would say to me, give me 20%, and then I would say, okay. And
All right.
I'm at 26%. It's barely moving. So you might ask for more, take 50. And
All right.
I want to give you enough bandwidth that you can go up and down.
Okay, once we get up to the top.
Yeah, and then I'll keep it there until you tell me, hey, back off. And you really only want me to back off until, it's running away.
Okay.
And your first move is to keep your laser at 0. Don't turn your laser off. Try to get it down to 0 if something bad happens.
Okay.
Because that'll keep the green zone big. So we're looking pretty good
Okay,
here. I'm at 47%.
so I'm still at 100.
Okay.
So once we get up to the green, I should start dropping?
Yeah, you want to be the variable. You want to kind of...
Okay,
And
cool.
I'm just giving you the bandwidth to keep it so that if it drops below the green, you can get back up.
Okay.
Yeah. And
All right, so I'm pulling down to like 50% now.
yep.
Even lower, 42.
Yep. And you can just keep it there because we know that my laser at 47% is going to be enough bandwidth for you. So I'll only power down unless you make me or want me to, or we're in a panic mode and then we're in red. But hey, Mr. Kojak, welcome to the stream. We're doing some rock mining today. Space Bub is on his way to becoming a rock hunter.
Getting my certifications.
Now these we will
Alright.
not see a purple like we did in those other ones. And that was a great break. We got some good clearance. This is garbage, 100%. So now just looking over what we need to do for our second break, just like we did before. Oh, you just hit your laser.
Yeah, I was trying to move that rock.
So this one, yeah, you can do that, by the way. I know people who do that all the time. Here's 100% Quantanium right here. So we might start by breaking that one. Now this one, of course, is going to be a bit more challenging. So make sure you're starting at about 20%. I'm going to move in here and get it to optimal. Now, if it starts to bubble again, remember I've got these modules that'll help stabilize it when you get in the green.
Okay, I'm going down to 10%. Oh, that was a bad choice. Hang on.
Yeah.
15. All right, moving down a little bit now that we're in the green. 9%. I'll set it at 10. There we go. Beauty.
Mordred says, I have a love-hate relationship with the mole. You know, I get what you're saying. You grow to love it. It's like the Drake ships, like you love it for its flaws. But it does have some flaws. It is probably, in my opinion, one of the more difficult ships to fly. Excellent break. Now we don't even need to scan those. We know those are going to be like 100% Quantanium. So we'll just look at the other oranges or yellows. Yeah, here's another one. Mordred, hit the nail on the head. I was just saying that earlier. 3 prospectors is better than 1 mole. So I'll stay on here. Yeah, there's so many advantages to the prospector. Like we're able to sort of divvy up. I let him have the first rock there, and he could run off. And like we could divvy up this rock. If he fills up, I could take the scraps. And you can't do that in the mole. Unfortunately, you can't share. Yeah, the new RSI ship. Yeah, it's supposed to be bigger than the mole. Mordred says, shh, those forbidden leaks. Yeah, we were talking about leaks earlier. I'm torn. I like to...
They don't impress me.
So that one's going to pop when it's done, but you didn't overcharge that one, so that will be good. That's a bad one. I think we may be done with our second breaks. Let's find out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's it. Let me just double check.
I'm gonna overcharge this one. The one that's sitting on top of all the other ones.
Hit it with your laser ones. I think that's good.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, you want to be careful with overcharging. The risk you do take. So if you go over to the other side of the pile, you'll see you have a good angle. It's not a bad idea to overcharge if they're stacked. But remember, the risk you're making or taking when you do that is if you blow up a rock near a purple Quantanium rock, it could set off that rock too. So it's kind of a risk-reward thing. But if they're stacked, and certainly if something's underground, it's a risk, kind of worth taking. But I have good angle on all of these, so you should too.
Okay.
And what I would say is we'll let you scoop again. We'll give you another run.
Okay.
And now this time, we really want to make sure that you pick the best rocks, because you're going to fill up with this one.
Okay.
And so we want to make sure that you kind of map them out. I would recommend...
Yeah, there's one that's 2%.
Yeah.
That's at the bottom middle right here.
Yeah, there's 100% right over here. So what I would do is just sort of pick a spot, like this is a good angle where I am, which is to your right. And I can see everything. And then that'll help you orientate yourself as you're scooping. So just, look over, do a little scan, and you can kind of map out what you want to do. And then try, yeah. And then once you're ready to go, once you scan the first time, it should scan faster.
Okay.
Mordred asked if the rocks fall through the surface sometimes. No, I haven't seen that in a long time. I have seen rocks that are almost completely buried, but there almost always is a way to get to those rocks and break them. And then once they break, they do pop up. I haven't seen anything go below the surface in a long, long time. So,
all right, here we go.
Yep, go for it. Yeah, because
scanning them before jumping in is wise. I was not wise in doing that last time. I ended up having to wait for the full scans. Makes more sense.
Yeah, and scooping will adjust the rocks too. So, you can see them shifting around. So sometimes that's a strategy as well. Like scoop the lower ones, and then it will cause the ones that are obstructing you to kind of fall away too.
Right.
And that's safer than blowing up overcharge. If you want to overcharge a rock sometime, you can definitely do that.
17 SCU.
That's good. Keep going. There's 100% right there, yeah. I think you're right on it. And you can skip the one to the right of that. And the one to the left is only 2%. So let's wait on that one. That's junk.
There's 99.
There you go. Yep.
Just
That's
said that
100.
about scanning the rocks first, and I definitely didn't scan them all.
It only remembers like a few, so you may have scanned it and then just cycled off. So you just can't do anything about that. I usually, you have plenty of time to scan. Okay.
Okay, that is 26 SCU of Quantanium.
If you have room, grab that 2%er. You might as well. It has.
Okay.
I mean, if you don't want it, that's fine too.
Oh, why not?
Yeah, you get time.
Why not?
I mean, we need to.
I was gonna break that other rock over there for the same reason before we did all this, because even though it's 2%, it might crack into a 100% chunk, which it may be small, but
they don't.
in the long run.
Yeah, they typically don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
broken.
out, right?
Yep, you're out. Head back.
All
and,
right, cool.
I'll start looking for our next rock.
Whee!
This is going to be substantial. This will be a good run. I think you'll.
Yeah, I think that one was double.
Yeah.
I think it was like 24 SC.
Yeah. If you hit 20%, that's a pretty good number. That's kind of a baseline.
All right. Wait, Dread has a Corsair? Is that only in the PTU? What? Like, can you actually fly your own Corsair?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Today it went.
Wow. I thought it was just like in the PTU in the way that it was like in the showroom or something.
No, that's going to be available.
Whoa. Polaris, Polaris. Win Polaris, win Polaris. That's what I'm ready for.
On a small 3,000, I might start cracking it. Yeah, let us know. I think Jack Axton is streaming.
We can go ship show. Wait, Corsair ship show? What?
Oh man, was I saying they never go into the ground? I think this.
Did it really?
Yeah, I think there's a shard here that just definitely went in the ground.
Ouch.
I haven't seen that in months or years. A year.
Wow.
But sure
Dread,
did.
you jinxed it.
It sure did. It sure did. Now I can't. I wish I could burn a hole in the ground, and get to it. But I can't. Laser doesn't do that.
All right. Thanks, Dread.
I'm getting some weird desync here. Yeah, it's gonna blow.
I mean, I was dogfighting earlier on stream, and the desync was really bad.
Yeah, I think I may have ruined this rock. We'll see.
Reticles jumping everywhere.
Man, you're gonna have to check that out. These rocks flew up in the sky. One is still up. It's just floating around. Oh, that is a massive explosion. I'm safe, but the rock didn't make it.
Whoa.
Yeah, it just overcharged. I couldn't get into the green, and then it popped in the green and went right in the red. So I may have just killed this rock. Let me see if there's anything salvageable. That and the shard in the ground is also more than likely Quantanium. Oh, I can scan it. Yeah, the one underground is, well, it's only 16% Quantanium, but I think I blew up the big share of Quantanium.
I made it back. My alarm didn't even go off.
Yeah, you scooped a lot
They were
faster.
Yeah. That was all Quantanium, too. I don't think there was much. I think it was like 2% other stuff.
I'm going to abandon this rock.
Okay. Wonder if this guy's still over here giving out compliments. Or not.
What a thing to do in the game, though, right? It's like,
Yeah.
what are you doing today? I'm just going to go hang out at the terminal, the refinery terminal. Just compliment people for an hour.
If he's still there, I gotta get him in my prospector.
Yeah, Mordred, Space Pup was putting in a work order, and there's just a dude sitting there complimenting him. I don't know if you have any examples of his compliments, but
That's a pretty good haul there, bud. That's a pretty good haul. He was saying haul.
well,
Yeah, it's a pretty good haul. All right, 3,179 CSCU of refinable materials, and wow, set up work order. Yeah, it's 2702 quantity of Quantanium.
using Dynanex Salvination,
Oh wait, yeah, hang on.
because you'll get
Dynex
more.
is, yeah, um, okay, get quote. Total cost is 5406 AUEC. Should take 1 day, 14 hours. And to refined with Dynex solventation is 2702.
So that's your yield 2702.
Oh, yield should be 2566 after. I see. Okay, so I was reading how much was going to be refined.
Yeah,
So we went from 2702 to 2566, which isn't bad.
yeah, that's a
That's a lot of quant. That was cool.
yeah,
That was a good one.
yeah. That's a good rock. And there are better ones than that. On a good rock, you'll be able to fill up completely, and you'll have spare Quantanium sitting there.
Okay, now how do I collect a work order? Because I have one that's completed from my first mining run.
Yeah, so that will be a go back to the same terminal. You see the work order that says it's completed, and below there'll be a drop down that says collect, and you click that, and it'll give you every ship that you have stored at the station.
Weird.
And you want to make sure that it fits, obviously, because anything you can't fit into your ship is given away.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see. That stuff. It says select storage location, pulls up nothing.
Yeah, you don't have a ship that has
I think it
storage.
was from a mole or something. No, I don't know.
Yeah, it had to be your
That's
prospector.
that's so weird.
Yeah, it's probably one you did a while ago, because they don't expire or anything. They just sit there until you collect them. But you will get a notification when you log in. It'll say, new refinery order completed at ARC L1.
Yeah, I think I've been getting that like every day
Yeah.
since
Yeah.
my first mining adventure.
Yeah, that's your reminder that you have a work order.
Just money in the bank.
Yeah, you're just collecting money.
All right. I am going to take a quick break.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. I was going to
will,
ask if I needed to drop off or anything. No problem. I'm going to try to find another cluster here.
I'm gonna grab some drinks and food and bring it down just in case you need anything, because I'm down to 50%. So
Oh, yeah.
once I'm back from my break, I'll grab that and head your way.
Sounds good. All right, man.
All right, dude. BRB.
I'll try not to mess up this rock this time. If this is Quantanium, which I think it is. Yeah, that's Quantanium. It's a nice compliment. Yeah, Dread, you do have nice knees. Trapper Mirror says I should open up a training center. Yeah, I used to do quite a bit of mining. I really enjoy it. In fact, one time I was taking a rescue beacon from some people who were mining. And I was just taking him back, you know, giving him a lift. And the guy's like, "You taught me how to mine." And I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Do you remember me?" I was like, "I think I remember the name." Yeah, you know, I'm terrible with names, but yeah, I'll definitely enjoy doing this, going out with people. It's definitely one of the more effective things to do with a group, you know, like somebody can run back to the refinery while they're running. You can keep scouting. You can do that all on your own, of course, but it's better with friends. There we go. There's a cluster. Let's see what this looks like. That's a medium. Not great. But it'll be nice filler if I can find another one. 6,000. Oh. Yeah, that is a good rock. That is a 41% Quantanium, 6,000 mass. So, Space Pup, when you're back from your break, I found another monster rock. And let's see what these other two look like. That's 2%. Don't expect these to be great. Yeah, it's 4.5%, but that other rock, so there's one great rock and one kind of bad, but yeah, that's going to be a good rock. And what was that bad one? Yeah, it's 10%, which is not going to be great. But while we wait, I think I'll break this one. Yeah, Space, this other rock is better than the one we just broke. And I'm going to break this bad one because it's only 10%. I'll try not to blow this one up.
Okay, I'm back.
Great. Yeah, I found another really good rock.
Saw that.
I'm just breaking this average one. It's actually kind of bad, but I'm going to break it anyway because it might just be enough to... if I get a good break on this one, it'll ensure that we have enough to fill up.
Okay. I'll probably let you haul this last one.
Okay, yeah.
I'm probably gonna log once I help you break it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then once my orders or our orders are done, on your next mining episode or whenever you got free time, we'll meet up and divvy up the goods.
Oh, no. Those are yours. Those are yours.
Oh.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just here to mine. Not doing it for the money. Yeah, that's kind of the advantage of, profit sharing. I could have just scooped up my half or whatever if we were going to divvy it up. But, yeah, no, you got it. You were in it.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, anytime.
Put it towards a good cause.
Yeah.
Ship show funds.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, hopefully I'll have this small one broken by the time you get here. There we go. That was unexpected. I was not on that rock. But it overcharged, blew up, cleared my workspace, I guess, so I'll try again.
There you go. Alright, I'm 10k out.
What doesn't blow us up makes us stronger. Yeah, that was weird. I heard it bubbling, so then I was like, I better back away, and it just cleared. But I was
Wild.
Not, yeah, it was not on the bad rock.
I didn't realize how much information you can get from scanning a vehicle. Very useful.
Yeah, you get more than you know as a being on the ship yourself.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have that information about your own ship. Like if you're hauling cargo or something. Oh, man. Good thing you're breaking this next rock, because I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just seeing if there's anything. Did I do any have any value in what I just did? Yeah, there's 70% Quantanium there. That's junk.
There's one that's 1% Adnite, yellow.
Oh, you're here. Yeah,
On me.
the rock that I just broke is the bad one, and I was hoping to get like lucky on one of the breaks. There's not a terrible break, but yeah, let's break the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not good. So I think it's the one that you're on.
All right. I'd say take her to 40% or so.
Okay.
I'll start rolling down when it gets too much.
I'm at 40.
All right. Moving up slowly. Okay, I'm rolling down 60%. 50. Nailed it.
Nice. Good break.
Ooh, that one's 100% Quantanium.
Yeah, let's break that one. I'm scanning and the zone is already full. Okay. Or is it just very sharp? I'm at 0.
All right, I'm at 33. Rolling down to 25. 20. Oop, maybe 25 is fine. All right, now down to 20. Psyching myself out.
Yeah, this one's pretty stable.
Oh, wow. Didn't mean to do that. It dropped off just a little early.
Yeah, there's almost always a change in behavior just as you're about ready to break.
Okay.
That one's garbage.
The next one I'm pointing at is 100% as well.
Great. Yeah, there's 4.7% on this other one, and there's one more. Oops, at 0.
All right. Rolling up to 35. Oh, my ship is strafing or something. Oh, my left stick has been sticking in one direction or another. So I have to open it up and clean it out a little bit. Must be
Oh.
dusty or something.
I was gonna say if it's wind, you can hit VTOL.
I wonder if it might be wind, because it's only happened down here. Oh, dropping off. There we go. Yeah, that one was weird.
Good break. There's only one other one I haven't checked yet, and that looks bad.
The big rock?
Yeah, so all the rest. Yeah, because this one right here has like 4.71%.
You want to break it anyway?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get
roll her up.
lucky. Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky and get a 100% out of that. If anything, it might just clear the rocks a little bit for us too. Yeah, Mr. Kojak, they'll have to have those capital ships finished by Pyro. There's no way to get there and move around.
I can only hope. Truly want my Polaris. I can't wait to ride on a Polaris in IAE, or at least stand on one.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, you want to scoop? You want me to scoop?
You can scoop. I'll let you get some dollars on this one. I'll go fly into a hill or something. Yeah, it's about bedtime for me, but
Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by and helping. We broke some rocks
Yeah.
today that we wouldn't be able to do alone, so...
yeah, I
And-
look forward to doing this some more because this is truly a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I really do like mining now, and thanks for teaching me that quant mining isn't all that scary. You just
Nah.
gotta get that Zen state.
Exactly, exactly.
Don't be scared.
You're just flying with a bomb in your ship. It's okay.
We need to get some like Bob Ross quant memes for your channel.
Yeah.
I think it would be worthy.
Yeah,
worthy
yeah.
investment.
That's a pretty good rock.
All right.
All right, man. Well, thanks for joining on stream, and we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, I appreciate it a lot. I'll see you next time, and yeah, to everybody watching, thanks for jumping into Yentra's stream. He's a good dude, so keep
Oh,
up
man,
the good
I-
work, man.
Thanks. I really appreciate that. Have a great night.
All right, see you around.
Yep, take care. So yeah, I'm just gonna scoop up the rest of this, head back to the refinery, And I think we'll call it. It's aluminum. Just a sliver there. Oh, not worth it. This is going to be a pretty good rock. Oh yeah, this might fill me up completely. There goes Space Pop. Out in a bang. I wish I could have filmed that, but I'm focusing on scooping right now. Yeah, this is going to fill me up 32 SCUs full of Quantanium. So you can't beat that. This is what we call a unicorn in the mining vernacular. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool to take a almost perfect. I think I might have just under 1% of inert. Where's my marker? There it is. Yeah, this is going to be a really nice haul to end the stream on. So, let's see what we get. I think it actually, Space, I think this will actually end up being almost like we made 50-50 there. You had to do more work to get what you got, but just takes one really good rock to fill up the prospector. Yeah, I think that's about right. That last overcharge that I did had a small damage. I took a little damage. Oh, I'm getting interdicted. Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool, because I'm just going to try to bug out. Too close. No. They can't be. You may see an explosion here. I shouldn't be too close. I'm 32. My mic doesn't work. They're trying to hail me. We'll just hope they have mercy, but I think they're going to shoot me. Kind of my bad for taking the direct route. There is a risk. A lot of people do a dog leg. I don't really see them. Oh, there they are. I really shouldn't be too close. I should be able to jump from here. I'm going to try to remap it. Yeah, I'm just getting attacked. Well, I'm in no match for anything. Yeah, I think it's a person. I'll try to jump here. I'm so close. But I can't make it without a jump. And they're still jamming me, so we will see what happens, but there's no way I can. Yeah, so my first alarm, if you guys want to see what happens when you have a full load of Quantanium and your ship explodes, you're about ready to see that. So we'll go out in a bang. So there's your first alarm. Just gonna need to stay alive long enough to show you what happens. Just outmaneuver them long enough. Fighting back would be futile, but, you know, if they get in my line of sight, I'll fire on them. Oh, the EMP'd me. It's only a matter of time now. Literally. I'll try to get a good shot here of the, of the death that is about ready to happen. Well, they're really bad shots. I'm just sitting here, lame duck, and they can't even hit me. My guns are down. I mean, I'm floating. I'm a sitting target. I have no control on my stick. Try to get a good shot here. There we go. At least get them in the picture. See, my saddlebags have ejected, which happens when you get injured. Yeah, this is some bad shooting, guys. Come on. I can't move my ship. And it's taking you this long to kill a prospector. So maybe they are NPCs. Yeah, you can see I'm rotating around. That's just me floating around. I have no control. Trying to keep camera on the guy. There you go. There's only two ways this night was going to end. And I didn't expect it would be with an explosion. But hey, you know, go out with a bang. So, Space Pub, you were worried about blowing up. And incoming, I take it. Let's see what they say. Attention, cargo losing stability. Yeah, that's the warning you get just before your ship blows up. But, well, hey, you know, it happens. I do know a lot of people, myself included, who will do a dog leg and not come directly back to the station for this very reason. You can get griefed. But, you know, it happens. And I'm not even upset about it because it's certainly more exciting to end the stream on an explosion than it is to be looking at a refinery terminal. So at least we got that going for us. Yep, there it is. So we're going to celebrate. We're going to call this one. My name is Yentra. Thank you for stopping by. Special thanks to Squirrelord for joining the stream and Spacebell for joining the stream as well. Thank you guys for being here. And please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. We're up to 34 subs and want to get that number up. So help me achieve that goal. And I'm going to go ahead and call it tonight. Had a lot of fun tonight doing some Quantanium mining and taking Spacebell out and giving him a little bit of pointers. He's well on his way to being a master rock hunter. So I'd like to thank you, and we will catch you all in the next one. Thanks again. Have a good night, everyone.
Oh, we wine, we drinking cherry wine, and we dancing on an island. We going back the finest. Yeah, 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 mix tequila and call me señorita. I papi got me dreaming. My legs up on the ceiling. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know when he come, he ain't never gonna leave. No. Hit it the night run, and that's the way I wanna be. So don't think I'm the one to won't ever be enough. Mix until I know, bitch, I ain't the one. He don't want love. He just wanna fuck. Ow, little vacation. Drink it till we naked. Talking with our tongue.